We're just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Throwing is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Take it in at the 22. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes to him. Tyus Bowser rolling that three.
Many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Jets had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jackson now. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is in into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They go play action with Willis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And he'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Willis. And able to connect with Berrios. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I know that play for no yardage, right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes they'll lift some.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. But Duffy already showed off the pass rush skills. Now the Jets are calling on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Hall. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup on 11 and Baltimore first down.
It was a busy man out the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3-and-outs and expect to get that done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Second down, here's Willis. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On first and 10, it's Carter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Willis to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Able to get in there for his... of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They go play action now. Jackson. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Always got some breathing room. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. Looking to find a lane, but he can't land in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Willis. They'll roll him out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly have better luck today, partner, because they've got 3 turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. And here comes Berrios. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his... This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 44, Jackson. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Running left, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Out to his left. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the throw, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny it, they threw it and put that one up in the red zone. Excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Willis, gotta have this one. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll give to Hall. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
3rd down, it's Willis. Open man is Uzama. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on touchdown? Braxton Berrios, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here, and not like the last series, it just didn't happen.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Berrios. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll start this, and he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second up. Timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll go again with Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. A little under 2.5 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now Willis on 1st and 10. He finds Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Willis. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Willis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. And he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still.
Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And with the defense out of timeouts. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team gets